Hey, my friend, this is a warning to all the ascending souls right now. We are in a time of a new moon today. It's in a sign of Libra, and it has a very deep cosmic energy right now because it's about a checkpoint, like where are you on your evolutionary journey? Currently, there's a lot of cleansing that is happening, and it may confuse you. So that's why many awakening souls are feeling tired right now, confused and emotionally raw. So this new moon is, or at least feels like, a test or a mirror. It's a recalibration of the heart that will determine the direction of your next chapter. Its energy might appear gentle on the surface, but beneath the softness, there's one of the most defining initiations of your spiritual path that's happening right now. It's about rebalancing of how you love, how you connect, and how you exchange energy. So we've entered a very powerful gateway right now. It's a moment where the universe demands deeper alignment. So what these energies are trying to do is balancing. They're trying to balance your energy within your body, your mind, and your soul. So harmony is a sign of balance, and whatever is pulling you out of harmony is what you need to reflect on to see what to let go of, or where to embody some new attitudes, new mindset that can be more healing, more constructive. And also what kind of relationships are ending right now. It's about truth. It's about learning how to love without losing yourself, how to give without depletion, and how to receive without shame. So this is a very powerful time right now. So many awakening souls are feeling tired, confused, and emotionally raw because old relationship patterns that maybe you thought that were healed might be resurfacing. Old wounds around rejection, abandonment, or overgiving are being triggered again. So to some of you it may feel like it's regression, or you've made some steps backward on your evolutionary journey, but actually it's deeper initiation. You see, we all go through a progressive journey of remembering who we are, and sometimes we think we've healed something, but we've healed just a part of it. So there's always a greater depth, right? There are layers to everything. The reason for that is very simple. You cannot ascend carrying the same relational distortion that kept you small. This moon is shining a relentless light on every imbalance that still lives in your field. It's showing you where you leak energy by giving too much. It's revealing where you've built walls so thick that no love can reach you. And most of all, it's showing you where your relationships reflect your old identity rather than the soul you're becoming. It will feel like you've been put into a test, but actually it's just a reflection of who you are at this point. You will notice that maybe old relationships are coming back, or there's a test of your self-worth. So something may happen that will test what's your self-worth right now. Do you respect yourself? Do you hold boundaries? Or are you still giving up on yourself and just pleasing others? These experiences are here for you to notice. Are you still keep operating from your wounds, or are you rising into your higher alignment? And this is where many ascending souls get stuck. Not forever, but they feel like they're missing something. They awaken spiritually. We all go through this process, but we remain bound by some karmic patterns of love and connection. Sometimes we overgive in the name of compassion, confuse self-sacrifice with service, or isolate to feel protected, but The truth is, both extremes are rooted in fear, not sovereignty. And therefore, sometimes we hurt because we think we're doing something out of a pure intention, but we're actually doing it out of fear. Like overgiving says, I must earn love. Isolation says, I'm safer alone. And neither is the truth of an awakened being. You see, the universe is issuing a warning right now, not to scare you, but to remind you that you're so much more, and we don't see our own blind spots. That's why we live in a universe that reflects to us our core vibration, so we can learn from our own selves. If you continue these patterns from your past, you will delay your evolution. And once again, there's nothing wrong with that. You're not in a competition. But I'm giving you these messages just to shed a light on what can be healed or what can be changed, so you can evolve more smoothly rather than, keep suffering just because you don't see something. Your energy may stay fragmented if you're constantly distracting yourself or running away from yourself, and your manifestations will remain blocked because ascension requires coherence, and coherence begins in your relationship, starting with the one you have with yourself. So it's very important at this point to pay attention to how you feel. Like how you feel when you're alone, what are you doing when you're alone, how you feel in your deepest relationships, how you feel at your work. Are you satisfied with that? Are you happy with what you're doing? Are you happy with how you're living? And see what or how coherency feels like. So to me, it's a sense of peace. It's a sense of happiness. It's always returning into a state of just being very satisfied. And when I'm not in that state, I can easily notice I'm maybe running away from something. I need to forgive, or I need to just notice where my attention is scattered, to truly be more present and more aware. And those are the things that are challenged the most right now. So the deeper teaching of this moon, or this time and this energy right now, is not just about human relationships, it's about energetic law. In higher consciousness, reciprocity is not optional. It is the natural rhythm of creation. Just as the birth requires both inhale and exhale, your soul requires both giving and receiving to stay in flow. This means that your next level of expansion depends on your willingness to let go of one-sided dynamics, the friendships where you carry all the weight, the partnerships where your truth is silenced, or maybe the communities where your light is used but not honored. These contracts cannot follow you into the next octave of your evolution. It doesn't mean you should just end relationships, or you should break friendships, or you should leave the community. It means be more honest. You know what you're holding back. You know where you're not respected or honored. You know where you're just one-sided but not whole. And it's only your job to bring all of yourself to the table, to express all of yourself, and you feel that environment is not so supportive for that. Maybe it's also because you've never showed up for who you are. And if you did, and you've noticed that it's still not the place where you know that you belong, then explore new places, explore new possibilities, explore new relationships. Universe offers to you infinity of options, but you need to be bold enough to step outside of the familiar. So what this energy is asking you, will you continue to feed imbalance, or will you trust that by releasing it, you create space for aligned, reciprocal, soul-based connection? We're collectively shifting from karmic relationships built on wounding, control, and unconscious repetition To conscious relationships build on mutual evolution, freedom, and soul resonance. And this new moon marks a pivotal turning point in that transition. This is why so many connections are ending or shifting right now. It's why people are drifting apart, why truths are surfacing, why once comfortable dynamics now feel suffocating. The universe is not punishing you, it's liberating you, it's showing what you've been holding within you, and maybe you've been too afraid to bring it out. It will naturally happen because this is a part of life. It's preparing you to step into connections that match the frequency of your next chapter. And you just need to allow this to happen. Once again, being honest with yourself and others, and also relaxing into knowing that you will be okay and everything will work out. Liberation always requires courage. The courage to walk away from what no longer aligns. The courage to speak your truth, even if it shakes the ground beneath you a little bit. And the courage to believe that you are worthy of balanced love. This is powerful, my friend. Just ask yourself, what does it mean, balanced love? Have you experienced it before? Are you familiar with that? Because so many people have been growing up in very unhealthy, maybe relationships, or just to a certain degree. So they don't understand the language of love. Sometimes we don't understand what it means to have a healthy relationship with people, with money, with ourselves. So we develop all kinds of coping mechanisms that are right now falling apart because they're not sustainable. And we think, oh, our lives are falling apart, but they're just reflecting back to you that within you old patterns are being shattered. So what stays is your true identity, and that's what you can hold on to. The true identity is that you are a spiritual being, you're a soul on a human journey. And I know it doesn't change much until you truly get in touch with it. It doesn't need to be something super spiritual or super mystical. It's just an awareness. I can lose everything, but I will never lose myself. And if I don't lose myself, it means I can always stay free. And if I am free, then it means I can experiment a little bit more with what I have and with who I am. And start experimenting with your mind. Start looking for options. Start believing into yourself. Start truly looking for real love in the world. Start looking for real abundance. Start looking for real freedom. And stretch yourself. And you will notice, if your mind is trained with the right knowledge, your life will become very interesting. So the final gate of this ascension test right now is your relationship with yourself. Every imbalance you tolerate externally reflects a deeper imbalance within. If you're constantly overextending, you may not believe you deserve to receive, right? You think you need to work so much to receive, but it causes imbalance because it makes you exhausted. But then you stop giving, you take time for yourself, and you receive a miracle. Sometimes it works like that, right? If you're constantly retreating, you may not feel safe to be seen. These are not flaws, they are invitations to actually do just the opposite. So if you've been retreating all the time in solitude, isolated from the world, maybe right now you're feeling very, very lonely. No matter how spiritually you have evolved, you still feel something is missing, and what is missing is actually real connection with other human beings, with other souls. Hey, yeah, not because there's something wrong with you, but because the world deserves your true nature. To be an example, to lead, to show up, to share your whatever you have. So that's why sometimes, maybe these days, it was so hard to shake off something heavy, because What worked until now is not working anymore because you're pushed into a completely new journey. Something you've been dreaming about, but you had maybe no knowledge how to start. Now you know. So this new moon right now asks you to become your own mirror. Can you offer yourself the love, respect, and reciprocity you crave from others? Can you set boundaries that honor your energy? Can you speak to yourself with compassion rather than criticism? The more balanced your internal relationship becomes, the more effortlessly the external world will mirror that balance back to you. So over the next 2 weeks, the energy of this moon will continue to be present, and therefore you will have a great time to reflect with incredible honesty. So maybe you already feel inspired, maybe you've been already doing that. It's about identifying the relationships or patterns that drain your energy. It's everything that doesn't make you feel whole, complete, or alive. Ask yourself why you continue them and what fear lies underneath. Once again, it's not about running away or ending relationships. It's about learning greater communication skills. This is the main reason, because one big challenge we see in society right now is a lack of communication, or lack of compassionate communication, or lack of understanding or understandable communication. So if no one taught us, we can't know. So we need to study these things. Study those who are good communicators, and you will notice you can save relationships in your life. You can elevate them by becoming better communicator. Then another thing you may feel inspired during this time is releasing with intention. It may be forgiveness. It may be noticing what you're repeating. It may be beliefs you're ready to let go of. Just writing these things down can help so much. And also just closing your eyes and remembering a moment you've been hurt and forgiving that person, because if you remember that forgiveness frees you, then you find it very worthy. Then it's a great time to reflect on when you're not speaking your truth, when you're holding yourself back, when you've been avoiding conversations, when your voice could actually liberate you or actually improve your situation, but you've been shutting yourself down. Because it is a call into a greater alignment. And right now, just as you're listening this message, you can set an intention that you will be more truthful, you will be more honest. You will catch yourself when you start hiding, and you will ask yourself what I truly need to do right now. What will give me more growth, more freedom, and more respect? Because this kind of intentions will lead you into evolution that you're truly looking for. So for everyone who's waking up right now, know that it's not just about love, it's about truth. And truth will give you deeper experience that you will call love. This time right now is preparing you for the next level of your mission, but you cannot step into that role if your energy is scattered across misaligned relationships. The universe is gathering soul families, building new connections, and waving new networks of souls that need to come together. But to find them, you must first stop pouring your light into spaces where it's not valued. The more you align with reciprocity right now, the faster you will attract the people, opportunities, and soul contracts meant for this next era of your life. These are not just some kind of, surface level relationships you've experienced before. These are very deep partnerships, very great collaborations, and purpose-driven communities that amplify your light and accelerate your path. So I gave you today kind of a warning But it's not to awaken fear. It's to awaken deeper truth that you feel within that will liberate you. So don't ignore this energy right now. It's not a bad energy, it's not a heavy energy. It's just an energy that will put onto the surface everything that was beneath it. It's like, when you have water with the dirt in it, when you shake the glass, everything gets mixed up a little bit. And right now, people feel a bit shaky. So they feel mixed feelings, a lot of sensitivity. So it's very important that we kind of filter what we feel and notice what doesn't belong into this present moment anymore by feeling it, by noticing it, and by identifying what we need to stop repeating to be more aligned with our souls. So it's a great turning point right now, a purification, a graduation, a sacred initiation into higher love and conscious connections. And once again, you deserve it all. So if you meet this moment with courage and clarity, the partnerships, communities, and missions that await you will exceed anything you've known before. And the choice is yours, my friend. The path is open. And this new moon is truly the threshold. So step forward, my friend. I'm inviting you to step forward with greater honesty, with greater balance, because this is your next chapter of your ascension. I will leave you here. I hope you found a great value in today's message, and I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. I'm an artist and I share these messages together with my paintings to help you open your mind and open your heart so you can let go of the past and fully embody what's available to you right at this moment to create the best possible life for you and for the world all around you. Yes. Thanks to everyone for supporting my art in our store, AttractPassion.com, where you will find prints of my art, some of the original paintings. It's all there. Check it out, which painting resonates with you. They've been all channeled, and each painting has a very unique energy, very unique story, so see which one speaks to you. They're all like portals that will give you exactly what you need if you resonate with it. So thank you so much for your support. With that, you're supporting this mission. Every single day I give to you a new update, a new message that helps you to focus on what truly matters. Till next time, one love.